Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. What's going on, you motherfuckers? Constant battle keeping these fucking glasses clean. Always something. Always something. I wish I didn't need them because I would drop these damn things in a heartbeat. Ugh. There we go. Good enough. Now, will they fucking stay this way? I don't know. JJ Finnegan, go Cowboys. Man, you know the Cowboys are going to get fucked up. Oh, C4 Duke, I didn't see it, man. Go ahead and type it in because you don't have to send me another one just so I see what you said, but type it in the comments. I'll check it out. Yeah, man, come on. Cowboys are going to get fucking work like a job on Sunday. Please. Please, don't let that fucking Brian Hendricks rubbing alcohol towelette. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Don't let that game against Tampa Bay give you any false sense of security or false sense of we can do it. No, you can't. That was a garbage defense you were playing against, and the Niners are the best defense in the NFL across the board. They're gonna spank the Cowboys' asses. We're gonna tug your little pants down, put you across our knee, and spank that ass on Sunday. Don't worry, JJ Finnegan. I'll see you here on Tuesday. I'll see you here on Tuesday. Then we'll see what song you're singing. We'll see about that. Appreciate everybody being here. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna talk about this shit. We ain't worried. You should be. You know you are. You know the Niners are gonna beat that ass. Dak Prescott ain't shit. Careless Jericho. No way that Cowboys defense is gonna let a third stringer beat him. Because you're thinking about the third stringer that we all have in our mind. Put me in, coach. No, that's not Brock Purdy. He played for 4 years in college. He has more experience than a lot of these new quarterbacks do. He played 4 years, a 4-year starter at Iowa, and I think Iowa State. And he's too cool, man. He's Joe Cool. He's like Joe Montana in that sense. No, I'm not saying he's just like Joe Montana, but he doesn't let the moment get too big for him. He's chill. He's calm. And yes, the Cowboys defense are going to let a third string quarterback do that to them. Brock Purdy's going to fuck them up. You know how many weapons we have on our offense? You know how many weapons the Cowboys have on their defense? 1 or 2. Christian McCaffrey, we're not going to let it run on us. Fine. We'll give it to Elijah Mitchell, or we'll give it to Debo, or we'll give it to Kittle, or we'll give it to Brandon Ayuk, or we'll give it to Juszczyk. It don't matter. There's too many heads on that monster. Cowboys are getting fucking worked. Everybody's on their nuts. The Cowboys. That's fine. It's like the number one logo or whatever in the NFL. Number one in jersey sales and all that. Fine. You call it whatever you want. That does not translate onto the field. The Cowboys are shit from a shit division. They call it the NFC least for a reason. The game is on Sunday at 1:30, Mouse C. So I can't wait for that game. They're all about to get the shit beat out of you. Charles E. Anderson turned 48 yesterday. Still a beast, just wiser. Hey, man, congratulations to you. Happy birthday. Happy belated. Yeah, man, in your 40s is a unique time because you still have some youth, but you have more knowledge. You have more life experience. You're old enough to have kids or wife or, you've been married for a while, or maybe you have a failed marriage or started a business. You got experience. You got some grit in your 40s, but you still have the youth. Enjoy. Paul Bocuti. Forgive me if I mispronounced that. Thank you. The Niners better beat the Cowboys or the Eagles don't have to. Yeah, man, the Cowboys, it's a wrap. The Eagles, you need to worry about them Giants coming to town. Uh-oh. They're looking pretty good. Tony Hannafin, thumbs up, fuckers. Hey, fucker. How come you guys aren't talking about the Raiders, fucker? Supernatural Al, calm down. He says, I'm 51. What are you saying, sir? I'm not saying nothing about the 50s. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm just telling you what I know, which is the 40s. That's where I'm at right now. Dozer boy, bro, you don't have to low key. Hold on, the comments jumped on. Give me 1 second. Says, bro, you ain't got to low key diss the Eagles. I'm not going to spell that out. For being the same division as the Cowgirls. I won't low key diss the Eagles. I will high key diss the Eagles. Fuck the Eagles, okay? If we got to go to your house, because I don't think the Eagles are going to get past the Giants. But if you do, and we got to come out there to Philly, we'll just have to come out there and beat your ass in Philly. It's a wrap. Fuck the Eagles. Eagles are a trash pile. You think fucking Jalen Hurts is 100%? No way. He's going to be ginger as hell with that shoulder. He gets tackled one time and lands wrong. Gardner Minshew, come back. Brian Hendricks, puro salas, güey. ¿Y qué, fool? ¿Y qué? ¿Y qué, fool? Joe Biden's last brain cell. Hello, JG. I'm alone again. Yes, you are. And you are hanging on by a damn thread. Don't say damn Jerko. My Eagles' feelings are Jalen hurt. Hey, man, the truth usually does hurt. It's not looking good for the Eagles. He's not 100%. Neither are your chances. And that's the bottom line. You see the thumbnail. You hate the thumbnail. I do too. That is, I call her Jumanji Brown Jackson. Her real name is Ketanji, whatever Brown Jackson. Ketanji, Ketanji Brown Jackson. That's a real name, but I call her Jumanji because I don't take her seriously. She's the one who sat up there under oath and said, "Oh, I don't know what a woman is. I'm not a biologist." You don't need to be a biologist to know what a fucking woman is. That's the beauty of it. You don't need those accolades to look at a woman and say, "Hey, you're a woman." You don't. But she couldn't figure it out because, you have to tiptoe. You're walking she's walking in a woke minefield. You don't want to step on one of those. You don't want a leftist bouncing Betty to be triggered. You don't want to step on that. You know what a bouncing Betty is? I don't know if they still use them. I'm sure some countries still does. We might even use them, an updated version, or maybe it's not updated because you don't need to. Usually brutality doesn't need to be updated. But a bouncing Betty was a mine that they used to use in, I know in Vietnam, but also I believe World War II. But it's a mine, you step on it, and when you activated it, it bounces up in the air about waist level, and then it explodes, sending shrapnel and shit. So it bounces up to about where your midsection is, and then it explodes. That's why it's called a bouncing Betty. Not what you think. Like if you think bouncing Betty, you're thinking Betty got some big old titties, huh? Nope. It's a mine. Don't step on it. Hoser, thank you. What are you talking about? Said, did you hear about the one-legged sailor going to the bank? He was checking his balance. I'll be here all week. Be sure to try the veal. Thank you for that, Hoser. Hey, what do you call? Hold on a second. Let me think about this one real quick. I'll hold off on that one. Stephen Greenlee, thank you for the Twomkeitha. He says, hey, Jericho, enjoy your show. Move down to Texas with us, fellow conservatives. I'm now open to reconsidering Texas as a final destination once I leave this communist shit stain. Because you guys had me worried for a second. Beto O'Rourke was looking like he was going to win that shit. And I was like, man, if Texas falls, but it didn't. Good job, guys. And you're back on my list. You're back. Ingrid De La Rosa, ¿qué onda, mija? Saludos. ¿Qué onda, Jaina? Mr. Kojak, who loves you, baby? Sweaty Betty, who loves you? No, it's bouncing Betty, not Sweaty Betty. Nobody wants a Sweaty Betty. No, somebody does. For sure. There's somebody out there for everybody. And that's the truth. And that's a fact, Jack. Make sure I didn't miss any supers because they were coming in hot for a second. I was like, damn, will I be able to keep up? I think I did. Yeah, we're good. So good. So good right now. So, boy, oh boy, that thumbnail. So that's Jumanji Brown Jackson. She is the latest diversity hire in the Supreme Court. She was nominated and all that shit or whatever by Biden. Got her in there because, of course, she's a woman of color. So, boom, that's half the exam right there. Woman of color, you already got 50% on your exam, according to them. Leonard S., thank you. Jackson was lying because she would not accept an outstanding biologist definition of a woman. Of course she's lying. They're all lying. They can't rise to these heights unless they lie. Lying is the wind beneath their wings. So the reason I picked her is because that treasure trove of sound bites and misquotes and verbal fuck ups and flubs and whatever you want to call it, brain farts, that he gave us, that Bidenus Pervertus gave us this weekend after doing a sermon at the Ebenezer Church in Atlanta. That's Martin Luther King's church. And then he went on to the National Action League and gave us gems like him singing Happy Birthday and forgetting the name of the person he was singing to. Joyce Decker, welcome in. I haven't forgotten about that package I'm going to send you, Joyce. Manny Lamont. No, I didn't just fart. That was a brain fart. You know, them farts, like a nervous fart, when you're about to get in a fight or get your ass whooped when you were a kid. So, one of the slip ups that he made, and it was full of them. It was like, as a kid, after you're done trick or treating and you open your bag and look at all that candy, you don't even know where to start. You don't even know where to start. Well, one of the nuggets that he gave us was he was talking about Jumanji Brown Jackson at Martin Luther King's church. And he could not pronounce her name. That's right. So when you hear him mispronouncing all these people's names, it makes you wonder, well, how important are they to you if you don't know their name? The Supreme Court justice that you nominated and your Democrats pushed through, you don't know her name? Brian King be fucking Will Smith the like. Ike Turner, that like button. Okay, so I'm going to play a clip for you where he couldn't do it. You nominated her. First black, blah, blah, blah. You had to do it, but you don't even know her fucking name. Okay. And one of the funniest things we're going to talk about ever is a Ku Klux Trans member who owns Miss Universe. That's right. Now, I don't care who owns Miss Universe. I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care what you do with your life. But it's what this person is doing with Miss Universe, what they're going to turn this into. They're laying it out, plain and simple. They don't need to hide anymore. Remember, Bush, he kept saying they're hiding in the shadows. Come out of the shadows. No one's hiding anymore. They don't have to hide their communism. They don't have to hide their racism and their bigotry anymore. They don't have to hide their revenge anymore. So he comes out and says it. Says exactly what he's going to do. But like most things in life, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And this guy looks like a damn freak. And he sounds like one too. And he has a very thick Southeast Asian accent that I am going to make fun of. Also, that miserable little Norwegian shit, that little Swedish shit, Greta Thunberg, you little bastard. That whole thing about her getting arrested was a fucking publicity stunt. There's a video of her hanging out with the cops who were carrying her out. People, any of you ever had a run-in with the law? If you've ever been arrested, did you find yourself hanging out and shooting the shit with the cops after? That's right, Rome 13. Swedish. Can you help me with my rucksack? Manny Lamont, ugly Greta. And she's ugly. What cranks her ugliness level up is she's ugly on the inside. You ungrateful little bastard. How dare you? How dare you? Oh, how dare you, you little fuck. So that was some bullshit. And you want to hear about some more bullshit? Could the NFL get more GAY? This year for the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl. You know, that game where they do about 70% speed in Hawaii. Well, now it's in Vegas. Uh-oh. So you got the Pro Bowl in Vegas. You can drink any and everywhere in Las Vegas. You're a weirdo if you don't. And they made the tickets to the Pro Bowl $20. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. How much of a shit show is that Pro Bowl going to be? Well, it's going to be even more one. Because now they are doing flag football. None the miser, Probe Bowl. It is now flag football. Professional football players are going to be playing flag football at the Pro Bowl. Wow. Yeah. Taryn Isaac, you heard it. Flag football at the Pro Bowl. C-Train, flag football with rainbow flags. There was a time where I would laugh at you, C-Train. Get the fuck out of here, C-Train. But I can't because they're probably going to do that. How much you want to bet that they're going to have rainbows on their uniforms? Do you know how many different outlets I had to go to double and triple and quadruple check that to make sure that was real? Ronnie Lott, I don't bring him up just because he's a 49er, but that does make him great. Probably the greatest safety in NFL history. He got his finger smashed between two helmets in a game. Yeah, exactly. Peter Taviok, flag football, true gladiators. You're supposed to grab my flag. Don't grab that. That's for after the game, you silly goose. Carolyn 714, what up? Ronnie Lott got his finger smacked. Mark Niels, Ed Reed. Nah, man. Ronnie Lott all day. Yeah, Matthew, even over Atwater. Ronnie Lott was the man. So he gets his pinky finger smashed in between two helmets, laser pants. You can find it on my website, jerichogreen.net. And he told the coach, hey, if you cut the tip of my finger off, can I go back in the game? And the trainer said, yeah, I guess so, man. Yeah, we'll put you in. Then cut off the tip of my finger and put me back in the game. Yeah. He cut off the tip of his pinky finger that was all smashed up so he could go back in the game. Now we have flag football. Thank you for that, Tammy A. We have flag football at the Pro Bowl. You talk about a fall from grace. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Authentically Kennedy, what up, dude? OMGGG. Please cheer me up, Jericho. I just had to chew the ass of my employee. Ugh! Well, just know that they forced you to do that. You didn't want to do it. You don't want to do that. You don't want to have those kind of confrontations with your employees or with your subordinates, but they make you. But it's your job, Authentically Kennedy. That's why they put you in that position, because they knew you can handle situations like that. It ain't personal. It's just business. They made you do it. What do the OJs tell us? You got to give the people what they want. That's what they wanted. Their behavior was telling you, Authentically Kennedy, give me this. So don't feel bad. You're just giving people what they want. Who are you to stand in between them and what they want. Give it to them. If they're going to keep fucking up and keep getting your attention and keep pulling you away from what you're supposed to be doing, give it to them. Don't feel bad. This is what they want. You want this ass chewing. Here you go. Here you go. Think about what you think about. Do you yell at your employees, Jericho? No, I try not to yell at myself. But I will call myself a jackass if I do something stupid, but I usually don't yell. But for real, authentically Kennedy, you're just giving them what they want. Their behavior dictates what you have to give them. And if they want that ass chewing, give it to them. You're being a good. They should be telling you, thank you. Thank you, Miss Authentically Kennedy, for giving me what I want. Yeah, Teron Isaac. They need to be tightened up. I just had to retighten some damn screws in the on the hinges of my son's bedroom. Sometimes things need to be tightened up. They need maintenance. So give it to them. Matthew Quinlan, smear the queer. I remember playing that. You throw the ball up in the air, and whoever catches it, you're the queer, and everybody tries to tackle you. Smear the queer. That's what it was. Life on the playground in the 80s. I didn't create it. I just lived it. Leonard S., thank you again. Are they going to nail Brandon because it is documented that Hunter paid him $50,000 a month rent, but Brandon did not report the income? And wasn't there something where at the same time that Hunter was getting a certain amount of money, and I believe it was his $50,000, that Biden was getting that same amount given to him? And you know what? They might nail Brandon. We'll see, because if the Democrats don't want him, they don't care what happens to him. Maybe if they throw him to the wolves, then that will take the attention off of them. Don't think they won't do it. Bernie Sanders is like, hold on, I get my voices mixed up. Bernie Sanders is saying, that's right, Biden, you watch your fucking back. They will stick a dagger between your shoulder blades. Because they did it to him, threw his old frail ass to the wolves. Brian King B. Falcon, flag football with grown-ass men. Yeah, that's not a good look, man. I'm not doing it. Certain things as a man you don't do. And flag football is one of them. Because flag is one letter away from what your buddies are going to call you for the rest of your life for playing flag football as an adult male. Christian Delorme. Hoser. Thank you again. A non-dad joke. Ooh, this is going to be dirty. How do you know your wife passed on? This is a misogynist joke, and this is not how I feel. This joke does not reflect my beliefs, but since he super chatted it, I'm gonna read it. It's like the teleprompter in Weatherman. How do you know your wife passed on? Sex is the same, but the dishes keep piling up on the counter. Oh, that was funny. Thank you for that. Spunbear 65, what up? Thank you. He says, worry more about the documents Biden sold to China. Yeah. Maybe this will come out in these investigations. Maybe it'll come out. Because again, if they don't care, that's it for them. My dad told me a man that doesn't care is dangerous. So same goes for an organization. If they don't care, fuck it. They'll let whatever happens happen. J Poe, what's up, man? He says they're probably already considering to call it flag without the L football. Maybe. Oh my goodness, man. That shit is what the yo, as a player, I'd be like, excuse me, we're doing what? No, I'm not. No, you can't make me. See ya. Peace out. Derek Molino and the DOJ blocked his lawyers being watched. Yeah, he's still at Garland's punk ass is still in there, even though he had this independent counsel who is a Republican that was, I think, hired or something by Trump. We'll see, man. With these fuckers, you still got to see. And the closer we get to 2024, then we'll see what they're really going to be about. Who's being abandoned, who's being left behind, who they're going to support. And I'm interested to see who they're going to support because it's not going to be Biden. So who is it going to be? Are they going to wheel Newsom's bitch ass out here? Because he did go visit the White House, I think, back in October or something, or September. Not sure why a California governor would go to the White House by himself, but whatever. It wasn't like it was a, hey, all the governors in the country, come hang out. So I don't know, man. We'll see. But will they turn on him immediately? Yeah, they will. Of course they will. The humans we're talking about here, they're disgusting. And today, I'm going to be doing a video on California allowing illegals to become police officers. You will only find that on jerichogreen.net. And I'm going to upload a video on YouTube where that hockey player who was not down for wearing the rainbow colored jerseys on Pride Night. And he cited his religion, his Russian Orthodox religion. Uh-oh. You mean to tell me you're not going to put this Ku Klux Trans alphabet soup group bullshit on your body? And it's because of your religion? Oh, that's bad. Not only you not being an ally, but you're citing your belief in God as your reason for not doing it. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. They will have your head on a pike. Yes, illegals as cops. Guys, I'm not fucking kidding. I wish I was, but I'm not. And McCarthy, he came out, was it on Fox? Not sure. Fox or CNN, probably Fox. And he was talking about how he is going to release the footage from January 6th. Why this is happening now? Not sure. This should have happened January 7th of 2021. But it's coming out now. Hopefully it hasn't been scrubbed and redacted and edited. Boy, oh boy. That's right, Joyce Decker. Only in California. The West Side Connection, which is a group, a trio in the mid to late 90s. Ice Cube, Mac 10, and Dub C. They had a song on their album called Only in California. C-Train says, next we'll have prisoners as guards. Well, a little, switch. We'll switch out. Here, we'll be the inmate, you be the guard for the day. How fun will that be? Tina Rude. New Scum is the devil himself. Oh, I see how you got that last name, Tina. How could you say something about Gavin Newsom? What has he said or done to make you make fun of his last name? You can hear it when he talks, gravelly. No, that voice is from years of fire breathing. I've said this. I said this a long time ago, Tina. I said this a long time ago. The reason Gavin Newsom's voice is like that is because when he goes down to hell to visit his auntie, the heat scorched his vocal cords. That's why he talks like this, raspy. The flames of hell scorch my vocal cords. That's what I believe. And I only believe it because that's what I see. And we have a request. Patrick Hattrick says, Jericho, do the cops theme in a Mexican accent. LOL. And that song is performed by a reggae group called Inner Circle. And whenever I remember, I've done this twice, and I see cops have somebody pulled over and I'm driving by, I'll crank that shit up. And they always turn and laugh. Well, the 2 times I did it, they did. So maybe it helped them not get a ticket. I don't know. But I think that shit's funny. Bad boys, what you're going to do? What are you going to do when we come for you? Tina Rude, I'm not a big fan of reggae. I get it. People love it. Whatever. My wife loves reggae and Bob Marley and all that, but I'm not a big fan. I can't understand them. What you're going to do when we come for you? Authentically Kennedy, look at you. Thank you very much for the Hamilton. So, what are we doing? What are we going to do when Greasy Gavin runs for president? How much are we all pitching in for a private island? Newsom versus Trump. Yikes. That is a scary proposition because that could really happen. If Newsom gets to the point where it's him versus Trump, you guys better believe that is a real case. That's a real scenario where Newsom can win. Okay? Look what happened in the midterms. The Democrats are hitting everybody over the head with abortion, 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 abortion. So the dummies think, all the ones out there with the ring in their septum, they're waiting to be led around by, so they don't care if it's conservative or Democrat, left, whatever. They don't give a shit. Lead me around. And the Democrats did a better job of going out and grabbing these fools by their nose ring and dragging them around where they want them politically. It almost doesn't matter what your message is. It's repetition. Who are they going to see the most? That's who they're going to vote for. Those of us who do homework and we have a set of beliefs and we love this country, we're going to do homework. And we're going to use our common sense to sift through the bullshit, to pick out the bits of corn and peanuts from this pile of shit that they put in front of us every 2 to 4 years. But there are millions and millions of dumbasses out there who don't know shit. They're not going to do homework. Who did I see last? Who did I see the most? Who is bring, 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 plucking at these heartstrings? Emotions, emotion and repetition. That's it. Emotions and repetition. That's all you need. Your campaign could be puppies are ugly. And if you somehow can tap into their emotions with that and you say it enough, they'll start thinking, you know what? A baby golden retriever looks like shit. We saw it. Look at the fucking midterms. Abortion, abortion, abortion. They're going to take away your right to kill your baby. And people bit that shit hook, line, and sinker. Leonard S., thank you again. Is this reparation stuff going to fly? Wouldn't that bankrupt Cali? Of course. Of course it would, because you're looking at what, $568 billion to give all Black residents who qualify over $300,000. That's what they want to do for reparations. But we already have them. But that's facts. I'm sorry. Damn it. I keep falling back on those facts, man, and I'm sorry about that. But the fact is, we already have reparations. But if it doesn't come in the form of a check, then it must not be reparations. Stupid ass shit. And it's not going to happen because it doesn't need to fucking happen. Why would you go through all that financial heartache and pain and you don't have to? Just tell them you will. When election time comes around, or if you're in danger of being recalled, pull the lever. Pull the reparations lever. That's your emergency parachute. If your first parachute doesn't open, pull that reparations parachute and it opens every time. And you don't have to give them money. Just tell them you will at the right time. That'll placate them. That'll sedate them. They'll be fine. And by the time your next election cycle comes around, they'll forget about that shit altogether. Username. That's right. California never had slaves, but it's not about facts. It's not about real history. It's about this, emotions. What kind of power can I get from that? And you go ahead and let $500 billion float around California. How many hands you get? How big is that cookie jar? That's a swimming pool size cookie jar. How many hands can you fit in there? Shit, give a fuck. It's not about that. Listen to that. They want to give reparations to Black Californians, and California didn't even have slavery. Now, is that how stupid they are, or how stupid they think we are? Think about what you think about. JG, my ancestors owned slaves, so I think I will need to pay you by buying some merch. Great idea. How about that? How about that reparation? That's a reparation right there. Thank you very much. That's the only kind of reparations I want. Pay me for something I'm giving you. Don't just give me money. Ew. And what comes along with that? What are the strings attached to that $300,000? Those aren't strings. Those are fucking ropes attached to that shit. Here we go. DC for life from KY. Is that as in jelly? If y'all want some easy money, bet on the Cowboys to beat the 49ers. Thank me later. Man, you know you don't believe that shit. Inside your little tiny Dallas heart, before you lay yourself down and cover yourself in your Dallas Cowboys blanket, you know damn good and well the 49ers are going to get in that ass like a bike with no seat. You have nothing to stop that defense. You have nothing to stop that offense. Look what happened to the Cowboys last year in the playoffs at Jerry's World, at the hands of the 49ers, and you're coming out. I'm not even going to continue. I can't. You can't get through to a damn Dallas fan. J954, thank you. Saltine Dream checking in, JG. If I identify as black, can I get some of that reparation handout? I can identify as a unicorn, so why not? So why not, right? You identify as whatever you want, man. If you think it, therefore you are. So what are they going to do when all these white folks show up and say, hey, I identify as black. Give me money. Give me money. What that lady say, and don't be a menace. Give me money. Give me money now. It's my money and I want it now. I mean, you guys have been playing this I identify as bullshit, so let's play. Oh, you damn right, Dave C. You damn right. He says, I thought San Fran shithole was proposing $5 million each, not $300,000. No. You don't realize how big this payday is, Dave C. That's $5 million for long-term. I forget the terminology they use, but if you're a black person and you lived in San Francisco for a long enough period of time, you will get $5 million plus all of your debt forgiven. The $300,000 is from the state. So, man, if you're a black San Franciscan, you could make $5.3 million and have all of your debt forgiven. Mike Herrera, listen to this guy. He says, I'll identify as a 49er. Nothing would change. If you identified as a 49er, you would be playing next weekend. Oh, take that, C bitches. Fuck you, C bitches, and Geno Smith. Geno Smith could pick his nose with mittens on. You see the nostrils on that fool? Bye-bye, C bitches. Mike, you know I got love for you here, but fuck your team. Where were we, guys? Oh, yes. And of course, this live stream, 37 minutes in, is brought to you by Red State Wireless. That's right, people. You want to work for a company that believes what you believe? They believe in family. They believe in country. They believe in capitalism. They don't like the left. They won't sell your information to a Chinese company. And here's one of the best parts. I know it's a small point, but as somebody who's called customer service before, when you call customer service, you're going to get somebody who you can understand. That's right. No thick accents. No hearing the group of people in the background who in this big ass call center putting you on hold forever. How do I know this? Because I called them. I tried it. Red State Wireless. You will also get free activation if you use promo code Jericho. That is Red State Wireless. Yeah, James Bateman, dude has horse nostrils. Yeah. He could snort a damn bowling ball. Fuck Geno Smith. Anyway, hydrate. Where do you want to start? Hey, let's start with Jumanji Jackson Brown, huh? I mean, the hits just keep on coming every time this fool talks in public. Holy hell. Ooh, I can't wait to get to that Ku Klux Trans Miss Universe owner. Oh, man, here we go. First sitting president of the United States to speak at Martin Luther King's Church, Ebenezer, in Atlanta, the day of his 94th, or day before his 94th birthday. Sloppy Joe. Here we go. What do you say, Joseph? Oh, hold on a second, guys. Let me share this with you. Let me share these with you. So, and yes, it's as bad as you think it's going to be. Here we go.
Court of the United States, end of quote. Those are the words.
How many times is this fool going to say, end of quote? When are you going to learn that you're not supposed to say that part out loud, stupid?
Words of Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Oh.
Our Supreme Court
Justice. Whoa.
Watch to the Supreme Court of the United States.
Watch that lady sitting behind him. This lady right here. Watch her face when he fucks her name up. When he fucks Jumanji Brown Jackson's name up. Look at her face.
And hearing these words, and I quote, "It took just one generation from segregation to the Supreme Court of the United States," end of quote. Those are the words of Ketanji Brown Jackson, our Supreme Court Justice.
Ketanji Drown Jackson. Drown Jackson. Now here, let's take a couple steps down the stupid as fuck path. If Trump would have said that, some Ayanna Pressley looking Joy Reid, Lisa, what's that bitch's name? The light-skinned mixed chick who's all over CNN. Lisa Rye or whatever her name is. Van Jones. Van Jones would have said some stuff too, as well. Van Jones. All those talking head woke pieces of garbage would have said, "Oh, that's a dog whistle. He wants to drown Ketanji Brown Jackson." Tell me I'm fucking lying. Tell me they wouldn't have all started saying that's a dog whistle, that's a Freudian slip. Trump is so racist that he wants to hold a Supreme Court justice underwater until they die. Tell me they wouldn't say that shit. But they don't say nothing about this. Drown Jackson. Stop. That woman shook her head. What the fuck?
Ketanji
One more time, dummy.
And hearing these words, and I quote.
End of quote.
"It took just one generation from segregation to the Supreme Court of the United States," end of quote. End of quote. Those are the words of Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Ketanji Drown Jackson. Biden, is this the first time you've seen this speech? Huh? Did they take you out of your TV room where you were watching Matlock? They put on your nice suit, took away your bowl of butterscotch pudding, and shoved you out on stage with this pamphlet, this speech that you've never seen before. Have you never seen this before? Ketanji Drown Jackson. And why? Why, oh why? And we know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask the question anyway. Why, oh why? Whenever they're in front of a black church, all you're talking about is doom and gloom, slavery, the mark on our history, Jim Crow, slavery, downtrodden, awful times. We are our history. Why is it always that? Why can't you get in front of a bunch of black folks and talk about some happy shit? Why is it always, our people and their slavery in our country? Man, fuck you, Joe Biden. You piece of shit. And all your handlers. All the group of people we can't see off stage who are clenching their buttholes hoping you don't say something racist. Fuck them too. Think about what you think about. Thank you again. He says, can we get merch for 102.5 The Meat? Actually, it's 102.3 The Meat. You know what? We will do some merch for that, man. That's and I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you for that segue. Think about what you think about. Think about this. Every Wednesday night, including this one, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, what do? We break down action movies from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s on Double Impact. Myself, Gabe, and Shant, two accomplished artists. Both of them are working on some graphic novels right now. Actually, I think Shant's is more of a graphic novel. Nosfero, literally drawing it right now. I already purchased my copy for when they're done for both of them. And Gabe's is called Truth, Justice, American Way. I will put links to both of those in the description box. Matter of fact, let me put I'll put them in here in the comment section, and then I'll put them in the description box when I'm done. Tammy A, she'll tell you. Think about what you think about. None the Miser. A lot of those cats are over there. It's hilarious. We have a great time. We break these movies down. And today we're doing Denzel movies this month. So it's Crimson Tide is what we'll be talking about today. Last week we did Book of Eli, Crimson Tide. What do we have next? I don't remember what we have next, but we're doing Man on Fire. That's my favorite one. That's one of my favorite movies. Every time at the end, spoiler alert. Okay. If you've never seen that movie, there's a hostage swap at the end. And when she yells his name, oh my goodness, gets me every time. So yeah, those guys are working on some serious shit. Sean was a professor at a prestigious art college. Gabe worked for DC Comics. So there's the art game is a fucking serious. But I'll be breaking down Crimson Tide with those two gentlemen tonight, 7 p.m. But what he's talking about, it's, fellas, ladies, I don't know if this shit happens to you, but I got Man on Fire on DVD too, JJ Finnegan, and I don't be buying shit on DVD, but that one, whew. Fellas, when you get to talking with your boys, man, you'll just somehow get off into some stupid shit. Like the conversation is so damn dumb. Glory, that's what we did last week. But you just start talking about some shit, something pops up, you just run with it. So we somehow got on this radio station that's based on meat, and it's called 102.3 The Meat. And all of the shows are meat based. Like you have the what is it? The pot roast hour with Beaver and the Gooch. We're basically just making fun of corny ass, 80s, like, tune in 8:45, 15 before the top of the hour, that kind of shit. But the fictional station we came up with is 100.3 The Meat. And we are going to come up with some merch. That's the beauty of having two world-class artists working with you on a podcast. Drawing this shit up is nothing to those guys. So we already have some Skynet merch. And 102.3 The Meat. We're coming up with some merch for that. Derek Molino, no training day. I don't think we're going to do training day. I don't know why. We just didn't pick it. I mean, there's so many great Denzel movies. I know he got the Oscar for that, which is bullshit. He should have gotten it a long time before that. But no, we didn't pick training day. Yeah, Brian Hendricks, slow roast beef power hour. And the corny radio stations, usually the rock stations, they'll have like if it's tune in 5 o'clock for the tube steak mix. Give me the gravy. They always have like some woman's gravy, like background. We have a good damn time, people. Be a part of it. Okay. But I'll put those links in there real quick after I get to this. J954. Thank you again. Remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the villain Krang. Oh yeah. The wasn't he the one with the little he had like the body, but it was like a little brain thing inside of him. Neck Buddy is Krang, and Fetterman is the huge robot that carried him around. Open your mind, Quaid. Yeah, it was this big old body, and inside his midsection was glass, and there was like this little brain-looking creature in there named Krang, and he was the boss of Shredder. Krang, I remember that little motherfucker. Okay, here we go. There we go. So this is the link for Gabe, Truth, Justice, American Way. Hey, Truth, Justice, American Way. Not like that. American Way. Where do I... Damn it, I don't see Shantz in here. Let me shoot him a text real quick so I can get his link, and I'll put it up in this bitch too. Hold up. You send me a link for Pharaoh. All right. We'll see if he gets back to me soon. It's a busy man. We'll see if we can catch him, huh? So we had that. Drown Jackson. You are the worst. One more time. One more time, Joe. You're so bad, we got to hear it one more time. This is it. Resident, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, at a black church full of black folk.
Generation. From segregation to the Supreme Court of the United States, end of quote. Those are the words of Ketanji Drown Jackson.
There you go. And this kind of burst that whole America's racist bubble, because what he just said was, from the lips of a Supreme Court justice who is a woman of color, you just said in a generation, you went from segregation to the Supreme Court. So it sounds to me like this isn't a racist country. Are there racist people in it? Yeah. But this isn't a racist country if in one generation, you can go from Jim Crow segregation, coloreds only, and whites only, to the Supreme Court. So I think we've done all the heavy lifting, huh, Joseph? They're too stupid to realize that. They are far too stupid to realize that. And repeat the line. Or end of quote. End of quote. Guys, would anybody, if you were doing a speech, and whether you do this for a living or not, but if you were doing a speech, do you think they would have to write into your speech, end of quote? Are you that dumb? Nicholas Skills, he's right. Hit the thumbs up. But are you that dumb to where they would have to write end of quote so you know where to stop? Probably not, huh? And we got people all different age ranges. Those who are a little further along in life, a little longer in the tooth, would they have to write in there end of quote? Probably not. But they do for him. They do for him. Pam Hitch. What about Clarence Thomas? Clarence Thomas wasn't even the first black Supreme Court justice, but she's the first black female. So that's another layer of victimhood. Black female. Clarence Thomas, he got black, but not female. Ugh. If they could have gotten a black female lesbian Supreme Court justice, oh man. They look like, she's what? Wait a minute. She's a woman of color? She's a woman, she's colored, and a lesbian. That's right, Careless. Thurgood Marshall was the first black Supreme Court justice. And that's right. When Biden's Pervertus was talking about her, he said she was the first black Supreme Court justice. Ooh, Manny Lamont, even better. Black female lesbian in a wheelchair. That'll be what they call it, squirting. They be hosing it down. She's in a wheelchair. Woman, colored, lesbian, everywhere. They couldn't handle it. That's even too many. Oh, that's so fucking true. None the Miser says he calls him George Thorogood. No, it's not. It's not the bad to the bone guy, stupid sloppy Joe. David Campbell says, I'm dead. Come back to us, David. We need you. Don't you die on me, David Campbell. Run the point. Stop me when I'm lying. She's a woman. She's colored. Careless and a midget. They would pass out. They would pass out. Oh my goodness. Jeff Johnson, yes, with Gabe and Sean. Robert Boycourt, moist. Yeah, that much victimhood, they'll definitely make you moist. You know, them, the lefties. Are there bigger pieces of shit in the world than a leftist? I don't think so. I don't think so. That might be the biggest piece of shit this planet's ever seen. Might be. But let's go back. Let's go back down memory lane. Remember this little sniveling shit? Ugh. Hold on. I mean, I'll share it with you. I don't want to, but it's part of the show. You got to look at it. Hope your stomach doesn't have food in it. Here she is, that little bastard. This is how we got to know her.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here.
You sure shouldn't.
I should be back in school.
Yep.
On the other side of the ocean.
And fuck her parents for having her out here at 16 years old, going around the world, being this little media darling and shit. She should be in school. She should not be up here. And she has was it autism or Asperger's or something like that? She's high functioning. But those people usually shy away from public settings. But whatever, fuck that. It's not about her. It's about our message and us getting patted on the back and paid.
Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you?
Who the fuck comes to young people for hope? You guys can't do shit right. We ain't coming to you for nothing. Whoever's coming to the youth asking them how to fix the world, you're fucking up. That's not who we should look to fix the world.
You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words. And yet, I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of
money,
eternal
because that's what it
growth.
takes to live in the world, you little bastard. It takes money. And good point, Gregory von Hoffen. How dare you, LOL, dumb kid. Exactly. Get out of here. Why are we taking you seriously? Have you seen a teenager's bedroom? You can't even handle your own room, and you have no responsibilities in the world, and I'm supposed to listen to you on how to fix things. Get the fuck. You've stolen my childhood.
How dare you? For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing enough when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight? You say you hear us and that you understand the urgency. But no matter how sad and angry I am, I do not want to believe that. Because if you really understood the situation and still kept on failing to act, then you would be evil, and that I refuse to believe.
And that I refuse to believe. Shut up, you little bastard. Who is listening to her? Who gave her that microphone? If I was sitting up there next to her, like, why the fuck they got me sitting next to this dumbass kid with pimples on her face? Get out of here. I'm not taking you seriously. What a miserable little ungrateful bastard you are. Nitro Burst says, apparently you are. I'm not listening to her. I can hear her, but I'm not listening to her. I'm not going to shape any policy or anything based on what a teenager wants. Get out of here with that shit. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? And so, little Miss Greta, she got carried away. Remember, we saw yesterday. She got literally carried away by the police, by German police. She was out somewhere at some little bullshit activist protest. And if it's winter, it's wintertime in Germany, right? If you're out there in Germany, it's cold as fuck. Why don't they just spray them with water hoses? Get the fuck out of here. You're wasting time. The climate, the environment. So these are police. To her left and right is another cop right here. And one cop, he has her kind of by the bicep. The other cop, he's holding her wrist. Not sure why, because it looks like a pretty happy situation. They're laughing. She's laughing. When I deal with the police, I usually don't laugh. If a cop was, you had a cop on each arm, are you gonna be laughing? Probably not.
You also want those for you, man? Wie sieht's denn aus mit der Badstraße?
Wait a minute. Is this a photo shoot for a magazine? Because the cop, he's not holding her tight. If you're not really holding on to somebody, like, you know, when they're arresting someone, you hold on to him because you don't want him to get away. But they're not holding onto her tight. So why are you holding onto her at all? Let her go. This is bullshit. This is a fucking photo op. Oh, bastard. Uh-oh. Pause right there. Remember, she cares about the environment. How dare you? How dare you? The planet, existential threat. We're facing extinction. But here you are with your little Nike fanny pack. Here you are. Nike shit is made where? In China. And how does China feel about the environment? So let's get this straight. You're the face of the environmental movement, but you're wearing a product from a company that does business in a country that is the most filthy country on the planet. Birds fall out of the sky in China. People have all kinds of respiratory issues in China. They have fresh air stations in China, like you're an NFL player on the sideline playing in fucking Denver. I need some fresh air. What do we do when we need fresh air in America? Unless you live in Los Angeles. Step outside. Want some fresh air? Open a window. Go outside and go. Not in China, but that's where that came from. And who knows what else she's wearing? You care about the environment, but you buy products from the filthiest country on earth. I know India's saying, what? India's pretty dirty too. But China takes the taco. And Shanta did text me back, so I'm going to put that in the comment section right now. Now! Put my cookie down now! Booyakasha. There we go. So you got Shant's in there, got Gabe's in there. Support those guys. Great Americans. Sick of the woke bullshit. Family men. You're sitting there going, I want to give my money to good people. There you go. There's two of them. You're welcome. Pretty calm for somebody being arrested. And what are they going to do with her? You ever been arrested before and the cops just stand there next to you? They're not taking you to a car. They're not taking you downtown. They're not doing any paperwork. They're not taking down your information. They're just standing there. I haven't had a lot of run-ins with the cops, but I have a few times before. This never happened.
Welcome.
Watch your step. Careful, sweetheart. First time I ever heard her laugh, you miserable little shit. Golly, what a shame. What a shame. You staging getting arrested for what? You think this is going to make people care about the environment more? People care as much as they care. Here in America, the cleanest country in the world, I got 3 damn trash cans on my curb once a week. I'm done. That's as much as I'm going to care. I don't litter. Sometimes if I see shit, I'll pick it up. I've been on beach cleanings before. Our caring is maxed out. So why did you do this? Little bastard. Ooh, but let's... Oh, man. All right, fuck it. We'll do it. Because I got to go pick up my son from school. He has a haircut after school. But damn, because I want to talk about that Ku Klux trans member that bought Miss Universe. I know, the irony. Tanya Manya, thank you. She said that probably ain't even her real voice. Probably not. How dare you? How dare you, Tanya? You don't care about the planet, Tanya. How dare you? Patrick Hattrick, she laughed like Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I see no difference. I see no difference, you little shit. So check this out. This shit is hilarious right here. This shit is funny right here. Listen to this freak. This is the new owner of Miss Universe. Miss Universe. Okay. All right, Miss. Here we go.
The Miss Universe organization
Organization.
ran by men.
Run by men.
But now,
now
time is up.
Up.
Is the moment really for women to take the lead?
To take the lead. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. Let me tell you something, okay? Women know how to be beautiful. They know how to, and I wish more women knew this, how to appreciate and enjoy their femininity. And women know how to use their femininity to attract a man. They know how to get prettied up. They know how to work their game. But here's one thing women can't do. Women cannot appreciate beauty. You can't. Only men can appreciate a woman's beauty. Well, Jericho, what if they're lesbians? I don't know. I don't care if there's 4 of them. A woman cannot appreciate a woman's beauty. Only a man can. All this shit on split ends and all, that ain't for men. The nails and all that shit. Yeah, men like their women to be pretty. But a lot of that shit's for other women. Competition, I don't know. But women cannot appreciate a woman's beauty. It may sound weird to hear it, but they cannot. Only a man can appreciate a woman's beauty. Only a man can take that visual in and give it the respect it deserves. Women cannot appreciate a woman's beauty. You know how to be women. You know what to do with it. All that shit. You got the tools. You got the knowledge. But you cannot appreciate beauty like a man does. You don't look, even if you're a gay, even if you're a lesbian, you don't look at a woman the same way a man does. You can as far as lust. Like, ooh, look at that. Yeah, you can do that. But you cannot appreciate it on the same level that a man does. There are things that men find attractive about women that women just don't, that women don't even notice. And vice versa. There's things that another woman would notice about a woman that men don't. But when it comes to appreciating beauty, that's a man's job. Miss Universe is a pageant based on beauty. Go ahead, man. Fuck you, man.
Welcome to the new era of the global women's empowerment platform.
There it is. It's not about beauty. It's not about grace and elegance, what Miss Universe was based on for the last 70 years, like he said. It's about a women's empowerment platform. It's about the rabbit having the gun now. Now it's his chance to get revenge on you evil men.
Welcome to the Miss Universe organization.
Fuck you, man.
From now on, it's going to be ran by women, owned by trans women.
Trans
for
women.
all women.
For all women. It's all for you, man. It's all for you. Fuck you, man. Get the fuck. What is this? Are you about putting beautiful women out there or getting your revenge on the schoolyard bully? Huh? You trying to get back at the dude who gave you a swirly, or you trying to put the most beautiful women on the world on display?
For all women really around the world to celebrate the power of feminism. Diverse cultures, social inclusion, gender equality.
Gender equality. What does Miss Universe have to do with gender equality? There is no gender equality in a beauty pageant. You're a beautiful woman or you're not.
Creativity, the force for good, and of course, the beauty of humanity.
Remember that, man. Fuck you.
When I was born as a trans woman,
You were not born as a trans woman. You were born as a boy, a baby boy.
who got bullied and sexually harassed by my own teacher.
Uh-oh, you got bullied and sexually harassed. Fuck you, man. Guess what? Guess what happens to men? We get bullied. Everybody's gotten bullied. Everybody's been a bully. And I'm pretty sure we've all been sexually harassed. Men, you've been in a workplace where you get sexually harassed by women? What do you say? Nothing. But it happens all the time, so fuck you, man.
When I was young. Plus, I was not accepted by society.
No, you weren't accepted by everybody and you got bullied and sexually harassed? Oh my God. Oh, me? What am I looking at? I'm looking at everybody because we've all had that happen.
Because they did not want to embrace my differences. But guess what?
Guess what, man? I say,
Thank you.
I say, fuck you, man.
I chose not to surrender.
I chose not to surrender. Who the fuck is taking this dude serious?
I turned pain into power. And I turned life lessons into wisdom.
This shit is so funny that people like this are taken seriously and given platforms. So the Miss Universe beauty pageant is no longer about beauty. It's about equality. It's about diversity and about acceptance and about giving the women the power and getting back at men. Doesn't sound like something I want to support. And what do you think is going to happen to the quality of women that they have in this pageant now? Are they going to get prettier? No. Nope. You think they're all going to be smooth down there? Nope. I see a lot of women with bulges up on stage now. That's what's going to happen. They're going to slowly turn it. It's going to end up being a bunch of Ku Klux Trans members up there. That's what it's going to end up being. Who cares, man? Well, this is all part of the erosion. When something's eroded away by water, it's not overnight. Shit takes years, centuries. But eventually, it will erode and it will wear on it and it will cut it away. It'll cut a path. This is part of it. This is part of the erosion of the traditions that brought us here, that made us who we are as a Western society. That's what brought us here. Talk about dancing with the one you came with. We're leaving that shit behind. Death by 1,000 Ku Klux Trans members. The shit's happening. This is erosion. Carolyn 714, thank you, miss. OMFG. This is the funniest speech, right? Eat ball women and they women and fuck you, man. No, fuck you. This is all part of it. Chipping away. Boom, boom, boom. Is that the new singer for Journey? Looks like him. Hey, man, I was in a club in United Arab Emirates, and we were going into the club, and we were waiting in line, and you hear Metallica. And I mean, the music, I got out of line and walked and peeked my head in because I thought, no fucking way. Metallica is here. It don't matter if you like metal or not, or you're a casual fan or whatever. If Metallica is 20 feet away, you're going to check that shit out, aren't you? Man, and they started singing, and it was a Filipino group. The vocals were not on point. Music, close your eyes. That's Lars. That's James. That's Kurt. That's all those dudes, the original ones. I don't know who the new bass player is, but it's all those guys. But then they started, take the light, then third night, take my hand by hand. It's like, oh, no, that's not Metallica. J954, thank you again. What can I get for $10? Anything you want. So, brother, Tubuku, so, brother. Yeah, Aaron M. Dude looks like a lady. Dude, her lady is a dude. My goodness. Heidi Boo says, see Metallica twice. Best band ever. So if you heard that music, if you heard the beginning of Inner Sandman, and it sounds just like it did on the album, you think, man, that's Metallica. Nope. Nope. That was not them. Oh, man. Daniel Orr, I'd rather have Greta Thunberg as Miss Universe. Hold on tight. You might get your wish, man. You might get your wish. Dino Ravage 87, thanks for coming through. It don't matter when, as long as you're here. All right, guys, I got to get up out of here. Got to go get Junior. Got to get a haircut. He did get a cast on yesterday. He's looking at 4 weeks, and he will be up and running, but he's glad because he doesn't have to wear the sling anymore. So now he's more mobile. It's only a matter of time before he figures out he can hit stuff with that cast. I signed his cast for him. But love you, number one dad. That's me. Drew some sharp werewolf teeth on there like he wanted me to. And it's his first day taking it to school because I can only imagine what kind of shit's written all over it now. We'll see. But I'm gonna pick up my boy, go to the barbershop, talk some shit, and yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your supers, your questions, your comments. I appreciate it all. 8 billion sons of bitches in this world, and you chose this one. Thank you. J Poe, Hill Proper. I'll try. I'll do my part. But if you know anything about to be 7-year-old boys, powering down or shifting to a lower gear that's a tall task. My wife said he was asking the doctor, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I ride my scooter? Can I go on a trampoline? Can I go in a bounce house? Blah, 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 blah. And he was like, no, to all that. And my wife asked him, what keeps you in business? He said, trampolines and dirt bikes. That's what keeps that doctor in business. So parents, there you go. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. You were great. I was great. We were great. Say it with me, damn it. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.